Welcome back. So in this tutorial we will learn how to write relative XPath without access. Like in previous tutorial we have seen that we written the XPath using ancestor, following sibling, etc. But in this we will see how to write XPath without using access. So let's take same example. We have to write XPath for forum with respect to blog. So the concept will be same, that we will have to first write the XPath for this element with respect to which we have to write, and then we will go to the parent, common parent, and then from that parent we'll come to that particular element. Okay, so first we have to write the XPath for blog. So same, just open Selectors, start typing. We have written XPath for blog. Now we want the common parent. So same, this is the common parent. So what we have to do, we have to traverse from this to this parent. How we can traverse is like first come to this parent and then this parent. So here you will have to write the like this li. So we came to li, this which is the parent of this element, and then we need the ul, this ul. Okay, so from this ul we are writing XPath for this particular element. Now just use the single forward slash here. So from this ul we are coming to this blog. Here we have to traverse back because we need the XPath for this parent, right? So how to traverse back is that replace this single forward slash by square bracket and close all of them. So this is how we have written the XPath for the common parent for both the elements, by traversing back from the child element. Now we want to write XPath. So again let me just explain it again what I have done here. We have first written the XPath for this element with respect to which we have to write. Then we find out the figured out the common parent, this ul. Then first we have written the like we have traversed back. So for this element first we went to this element, then this, and then we replace single forward slash by square bracket and closes them. Now we want to write the XPath for forum. So here just double forward slash a and this forum, and that's how we can write the XPath without using access. But the problem with this kind of XPath is that if something got introduced in between here, like ul and this li, all the li's started coming inside div, in that case this XPath will break, because it is like we are using single forward slash, we are traversing back one by one. But if we would have used ancestor, then no matter if anything comes in between, that will go back to this element, and then from that we can jump to this element. And there also we by using ancestor will not have to like traverse one by one, but in this case, like without ancestor, we will have to traverse back one by one. Let me show you one more example here. Let's say here we have to write the XPath for suppose donate button. Or let's say we have to write XPath for events with respect to home. So we have need to write the XPath for events with respect to home. So first we will write the XPath for home. Then we will try to find out the common parent. So we have written XPath for home. The common parent is again this ul. So first go back to this li from this, and here we will have to use single forward slash only to go back one by one, only we can go, and then ul. So ul. Now replace all the forward slash, single forward slash by square bracket and close them. We have written common parent, and then inspect the events, and here you can start right. And don't worry about this, the auto suggest you will get always for the currently inspected element. Okay, so yes, so this is how we can write the XPath without using axis, relative XPath without using axis. There is another one more concept is also there, like let's say, I'll show you. Suppose for any element we want to write the XPath, and we are trying to write the XPath, but we are not able to make it unique. For an example, let's take this example. So how can we write the XPath relative to a parent in other way, like this XPath here, write XPath for this element, and you see that none of the attributes here is showing unique. Let's say here you see each and every attribute and everything is showing more than one matching node here, right? Even not placeholder is single. So there are 5 elements. What to do now? We will go back to any parent here, this one, and we will always avoid using indexes. We'll show one example with indexes as well. So here you see that parent of this element is this div, this one. So just put on that your cursor, then it will start showing the, it's still 5. Now one more element will have to traverse back. It's still 5. Then one more like this. Okay, so this is how it is showing one matching node. Now what we can do, we can just remove all the in between parents and directly connect this child input to this parent which is unique, like this, and we can make the relative XPath. So this is basically an XPath which we are connecting to a parent which is unique, to make the XPath for that particular element unique. So we have to write the unique XPath for this element. In this case, what we have done, we have connected this child element to such parent which is unique, and this kind of XPath by default selector sub gives. So you need not to worry about that. You just turn it on. If you've ever found faced difficulty, you can anytime you can turn this on and you inspect that element. Selector sub will give you the XPath, unique XPath for any element, for every element, like whichever you will inspect, it will give you. And then you can write your own and see like, okay, what's happening, what's not happening. Okay, and learn from that. So yeah, this is how you can write your own XPath without using axis, using axis. Both we have learned. And the third one, relative to any parent, unique parent. In next tutorial, we will learn some different concept which is really good to learn, like learn XPath for SVG elements. Okay, thank you.